In the latest Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update snapshot, which actually released on Wednesday the 7th of April 2021, we got arguably one of the biggest surprise features in any Minecraft update. And that was obviously the introduction of the new raw ores. That is why in this video I'm going to be explaining the new raw ores as much as I possibly can, telling you everything you need to know about them. So if you do go on to enjoy the video and find it useful, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe if you're new around here for daily Minecraft videos. But without wasting any more time everyone, let's get right into the video. So the first ever look we got at these brand new raw ores was on the 7th of April 2021. These were actually shown to us as a part of the snapshot 21W14A, and it was actually a very small snapshot. Apart from the raw ores, all we got was tough blobs and a few other minor changes, but it's for sure that the star of the show was the new raw ores. Since then I've done many polls on the channel and I've asked many questions to you lot about these, and it seems that the overwhelming majority, which is quite strange, actually loves these new raw ores. Now the reason I say that is every new change to Minecraft is also very controversial, but I've never saw a feature come out like this where the fan base just completely finds it a no-brainer and is just left confused and baffled that this was not in the game already. Now this video is going to be split up into multiple sections. First up, what are they? Second up, the details, and third off, and the final thing is the pros. So let's get right into kind of the more common knowledge things where we slowly work our way up to the details. So what are they? What are the raw ores? Raw iron, raw copper and raw gold are all of the new raw ores that were actually introduced in the snapshot 21W14A, basically meaning now that every single ore you mine will no longer drop a block, but will actually drop an item that is actually dropped from the block itself. So this has been in the game for a while now with like diamonds, redstone, lapis lazuli, but now it works exactly the same with gold, iron and copper, where when you break down these blocks they will actually drop a little kind of chunk of the ore rather than the block itself. And these ores are gathered from all of the variants, so the new deep slate variants which are found below Y0, and obviously the regular stone variants. It's not like there's two variants like a deep slate raw ore and a regular raw ore. They literally all drop this very same variant, just like it would do with diamonds and all the other ores in the game. And a question I've saw asked quite a lot is how do you actually smelt these? Now it's very simple. All you do is take these raw ores to a furnace or a blast furnace and you put these in, bam, they are smelted straight away. I really love this feature because it's as I said at the start of the video, it's a no-brainer. It just simplifies things a lot, and there is some added benefits to this which we'll be talking about later on in the video with the pros. So with that quick rundown of the new raw ores out the way, let's get into the details. Now I've saw a bunch of comments asking about fortune and silk touch and how these enchantments will work. Now let's get straight into fortune. Fortune, all the way from fortune 1 to fortune 3, can be used to drop more raw ores. Now it's nothing on the level of like coal where sometimes it can drop an entire handful of it if you have up to fortune 3, but it's a bit more similar to diamonds where sometimes it's likely to drop 1, but if you're lucky it can drop up to about 3. That's at least what I've found out with my experience. But this is just so cool. One thing I've always noticed with my Minecraft playthroughs is towards the end of the game I just feel a bit like I'm not being rewarded. Like I've got all these enchanted tools with fortune and a bunch of stuff like that, and you can actually reap the benefits with diamonds and coal, but you could never do that with iron and gold, some of the more needed resources for things like minecarts and rails and a bunch of other stuff like that. So to finally be able to get that sense of reward by working so hard towards a fully enchanted fortune pickaxe, and to finally be able to to get more ores with this pickaxe is just so cool, and as I said, just adds a whole new level to the game, especially towards the end of a playthrough when you've got like a town established or you've got your base established and you really do not want to stray too far from it. It's just really cool to be able to go and find a close by cave and just get a bunch of resources with your upgraded enchanted pickaxe. But if you want a sense of the old-fashioned Minecraft, you can always use Silk Touch to go and get some of these Silk Touch doors and smelt them the good old-fashioned way, if that's how you're feeling that day. Or also, if you do not want to risk mining these up in their natural habitat, the caves, you can actually Silk Touch them, take them to a safer place where you can then decide what to do with them. But that is pretty much it for the details. Let's now move on to the pros, and there is a lot of pros to these new raw ores. First up, and the most cool, is that it saves a lot of inventory space. This is one thing I was realising when playing on a few of the past snapshots. I was like, my inventory gets absolutely filled so quickly, because not only would you have the stone variants of ores and blocks, but you would also have the deep slate variants. So to be able to now break these and just get a unified raw ore saves a lot of inventory space and just makes things a lot more compact. But this one to me is the most important, because I know the impact this has, not necessarily on the most amount of players, but on the players that might not necessarily be the most vocal and may not be able to speak out about this the most. As we know, this has been an issue with gaming for a while now, not being able to include people that are visually impaired. So this final one is so cool to me, and that is how this will actually help the visually impaired players. For example, players that may struggle with seeing little details, or players that may suffer from colour blindness. All of the ores from far away can look very similar, and they still kind of do look very similar from a distance. It's quite difficult to decipher the differences and tell them apart, especially if you're far away, and I cannot even imagine suffering with my eyesight being able to tell the differences between these. Of course, when all of the ores are mined up and in your inventory, even for me it's pretty difficult sometimes to find what I am looking for. So the fact that all of these raw ores have their own distinguished look and their own unique look about them is actually really cool, not only for the art style of Minecraft, but it will help in the future those visually impaired players just to find their way around a bit more, and just to find their way around the ores and have a bit more of a similar experience to what everyone else would have. So if you do enjoy all of these features and you do enjoy raw ores, be sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new around here for daily Minecraft videos. That is it for this one, everyone. Be sure you comment down below what you think about raw ores and let me know anything I might have actually missed in this video. But that's it for this one, everyone. You can check us out on Twitter, Twitch and Discord. There's links to all of those down below in the description. But I'm gonna go now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. Goodbye.